So.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I think it's super fun always to see a big regional like this in your state. You know, see all your
Absolutely.
players fighting all these invaders.
Yeah.
And Mizery, where's he from? Do you have any idea?
I actually am unfamiliar.
Because like I said, Z-Man's a Missouri player. I'm a little familiar with him. I'm from down in Kansas City. Mizery, according to Smash's app, a Dr. Mario and Sonic main. Against Min Min, you know, if you look at the tier list, you would assume you'd go Sonic there.
Yeah. This is going to be an interesting matchup to watch because it's two very, like, polar opposite play styles. Like, you know, you hear the jokes a lot about Min players are the players who don't actually want to play Smash. They just want to sit back and hit buttons. And you have Sonic is a character you want to be up in people's faces hitting buttons.
Sonic doesn't want to play Smash in a different way sometimes. He's
Yeah.
just like, nah, interacting, no thanks.
Yeah.
I'll be over here, and then I'll be over there.
Yeah, get the stock and then run across the stage.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. But in the Min Min matchup, Sonic definitely does approach, or is rewarded a lot more for approaching, especially since he can edge guard Min Min sometimes so easily, sometimes for free.
Yeah.
We'll just have to see what happens. I commented a little bit of Z-Man yesterday in the collegiate cruise. Not a bad player at all. So, getting into things. Hold on, I'm still trying to figure out where Mizery's from.
I told them they're good to start.
Looks like we're waiting on something to happen over there.
He's pulling the stream out back here.
Trying to.
Oh, it looks like
Kind of-
Mizery is from Iowa.
I knew the tag sounded familiar. I just didn't know if they were from Iowa or not.
Yeah, it looks like their main weekly is in Marshalltown.
Ah.
Mm-hmm.
That one tends to pop off quite a bit, so
Oh, really?
yeah.
Okie doke. Well, I'm excited. I'm excited to see what happens. We're getting into things.
It looks like the first match is starting here, first game.
This is Dr. Mario, though, not the Sonic, in fact. Who certainly has some tools in this matchup. I know those pills are useful. I know that Nair can sometimes like clash or clank with the arms in a way that lets him approach sometimes. But right off the bat, we are seeing Min Min right where she is most comfortable with you at the ledge. Her
Yeah.
arms swinging.
Immediately, we're kind of seeing Min Min also just kind of dictating the pace of the game. Mario's having trouble getting in, staying right at the very edge of those arms.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And one of the tough things about Min Min, right, is when you do finally get in, the pressure is so on you to make something of that interaction.
Yeah, if you don't make something happen, you just immediately get pushed back out into that kind of death zone.
Yeah, yeah. And Mizery was able to get a respectful 60%, 70% on Z-Man so far, but did lose the stock first. Choosing one of the few characters maybe that is more prone to getting edge guarded than Min Min.
Yeah, we'll have to see how fast Miz can make up for this stock too, because Z-Man is starting to pick up some extra change on that second stock now.
Yeah, yeah, and we saw him going for the, walk up shield approaching strategy, but of course Z-Man just grabbed that right away. Catches the roll with the down B, but
Does not quite take that stock.
not yet, not yet. And that is that stock for Z-Man. Mizery down 3 stocks to 1. Not to say, is that big a deal? I usually say game 1 doesn't mean shit, but
Yeah, the game 1's all about learning.
But when you're struggling this hard to take this stock off of Min Min, we see Z-Man here at 170%. That definitely doesn't bode well for the rest of this match.
No, it does make it seem more and more like an uphill climb as time goes on.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Finally, the late hit of that Nair taking the stock from center stage, but Z-Man is in such a comfortable position, I'm not even sure it matters that much. Yep. Yep.
That is a tough spot to be in. Being down 2 stocks on a Min who's just doing such a good job at edge guarding.
Yeah. And, you know, it takes a little while to get used to Min's, you know, game plan, to remember how exactly you're supposed to get in on her. And she's one of those characters where this part of the game can matter a lot. The stage banning, a lot of the time I just sort of don't bother with some characters, but when it comes to Min,
you do have to pick your stages quite carefully against her.
Oh yeah. Oh, now that I have this iPad, I can also look at Twitch chat.
It looks like Mizery is actually sticking with the Dr. Mario. You might have expected like a change over to Sonic, you know, go to a character that's a little bit more comfortable with the matchup, but it looks like the Dr. Mario is just the play that he wants.
Yes, although at least one person in Twitch chat is well, making some commentary on this stage choice, but I'm not sure if they're positive or negative.
This is
FD against Min, you know.
This is an odd choice.
A lot of the time, the platforms are a tool that you can use in approaching, you know. It's a way to be above her while still in shield.
Yeah. This is looking a little bit nicer for Mario, though.
So far. Again, using that approaching pill to at least have something threatening Min as you encroach upon her.
But just not able to keep up once again with the Min.
Well, again, Z-Man just seems so comfortable going off stage for that Nair and knows exactly where to place it to stifle Dr. Mario's recovery. And now Mizery's in the position he was in last game, where you're down by just a little bit, but how do you close out this stock? That looks like a dead Dr. Mario to me. Oh, man.
This is definitely a little bit scary to watch for Mizery.
This is a hell of a tear gap, if I do say so myself. Oh, man. Okay. Z-Man getting a little unsafe with his own approach there, getting, you know, in Dr. Mario's range was not something you have to do as Min ever.
Yeah.
Losing the stock for it, but
seems like Z-Man's just starting to get a little bit more aggressive, a little more greedy with approach options, being up a stock now, stock and a half.
Oh yeah, and here comes the Megawatt Arm, and suddenly you have to be on high alert, you know, tiptoeing around it for the rest of this game if you want a shot at winning. Very nicely placed F-tilt keeps Mizery in advantage state. And another. Ooh! Okay, Mizery is suddenly back in this, calling out Z-Man's landing with the up smash, but how much? Doesn't matter against Min.
Definitely a much cleaner game from Mizery, a much better game all around, but it's still just the little bit of adaptation that was going on there was not quite enough to pull it through.
Yeah, I mean, we're seeing a real disparity between these players right now.
And once again, back to FD.
Yeah. Maybe a counter pick for him more than anything else. But he's got to figure something out in the game plan. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is looking very dominant for Z-Man.
There just needs to be something figured out to break down that wall that's being created.
Oh yeah. And hey, how you do that as Dr. Mario against Min? Fuck if I know, dude.
It's something that seems like it requires a doctorate in Mario.
Maybe. Man. Oh, man. Mizery not taking his foot off the gas so far, just looking for every opening he can to try and get in on Z-Man. But, yeah, you're off stage a single time, and that's kind of curtains. Ooh, I like that fair, though.
A little bit of a risky maneuver, but it paid off.
Yeah, oh yeah. I mean, when you're fighting against Min, one of the most important things to figure out is when they like to jump. And that's when you can get a lot of your biggest punishes.
Seeing Miz just once again stuck on ledge.
Yeah, rolls past Z-Man's ledge trapping, but that dash attack does not quite catch Z-Man. We have returned to a very familiar situation. And I've seen him pull out that cape a few times to try and deal with the Dragon Laser. I think it's been attempts to deal with the Dragon Laser, but
That's definitely what it appears to be, but it just doesn't seem to be paying off as well as Mizery seems to want it to.
oh, we get their states on the scoreboard. That's nice. I always really love paying attention to where players hail from. You know, I think the nice thing about a regional is all the different, you know,
Yeah.
communities and scenes coming together to clash.
And a player's scene can tell you so much about the way they play just based off of who they're consistently playing against.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
We have some really cursed scenes in Iowa too, where you don't get good matchup experience with characters high tiers like Min or Steve or Kazuya because everybody seems to be wanting to be the low tier hero.
That's really funny. Yeah, Kansas City's got kind of a messed up character pool, famously, but hopefully we might get to see one of those players later on. For now, Mizery has, it seems like the pace of the game has slowed down a little bit. We kind of got off on a real non sequitur there, but this game has not quite ended yet. Mizery only lagging by one kill confirmed. One kill confirmed and 90%.
Yeah.
One kill confirm and 100%. Does the kill confirm?
And like
Tough.
you were saying before, Mizery seemed to be just kind of foot on the gas the whole time. And it seemed to start to pay off when he began slowing down, trying to approach in a little bit more of a calm manner.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, keeping your, what's the word? Your composure against Min is of the utmost
Yeah.
importance in that matchup, and she makes it very, very difficult, but sometimes there's only so much you can do. Again, I never want to discredit any wins or losses by talking about characters and character matchups a little too much,
Yeah.
but good lord, when it's Min versus Dr. Mario.
Yeah, that can feel really lopsided for the Dr. Mario.
Oh yeah.